Is it visible?
It's getting there. Hold on. Yep, now it is.
Okay. Our planet is drowning in plastic, and it's time for us to be its lifeguard. Hello, I'm Malla, and I lead Team EcoBuild with Anusha and Sampanna. Today, we present PlastiBrick Initiative, a solution that combines plastic bricks and EcoBuild app to tackle plastic pollution. Once hailed as innovation, plastic now silently threatens our environment every year. We use a whopping 5 trillion plastic bags and they hurt our oceans, wildlife, and even us. The environment is suffering, resources are being tainted, and even you might have eaten plastic without realizing it. But there is a solution. Our plastic bricks breathe new life into discarded plastic, making it a resource. We collect plastic, shred it, and mix it with sand and binder materials, obtaining a durable, cheaper, and environmentally responsible result. It is weather resistant, has a variety of applications from building walls to floors. They're easy to transport and offer boundless design possibilities. Yet, the true beauty of plastic brick lies in the impact. Here now is Sampanna Dhakal to talk about how the app EcoBuild is here to make the change.
Namaste, it's Sampanna, and let's dive right into the introduction of the EcoBuild app. The EcoBuild app is an innovative tool with a range of accessible features. This app empowers individuals to actively contribute to a greener future. We can discover plastic waste collection points effortlessly with GPS, report and contribute to plastic waste segregation, and earn rewards for our eco-friendly efforts. But that's not all. EcoBuild fosters community engagement through forums, virtual events, connecting you with like-minded individuals and organizations. It is partnered with local recycling centers, waste management groups, and construction companies. You can access a comprehensive resource center full of guide, toolkits, and infographics, and enjoy a gamified point system with eco-friendly rewards. EcoBuild is not just an app, it's a key to a greener future and more sustainable world. Now I would like to call Anusha to elaborate more benefits that our initiative invites.
Hey everyone, it's me Anusha, and I'm going to explain how PlastiBrick contributes to a sustainable development goals. PlastiBrick is a sustainable innovation that aligns with many of the sustainable development goals. It can be used to build eco-friendly cities and communities, reduce climate change impacts, protect aquatic and terrestrial life, and create economic growth by providing employment opportunities that don't really require any educational background or experience, which will greatly help poverty line families. PlastiBrick is not just a product, but a change agent that can help us tackle the plastic pollution problem. By turning waste into wealth, we can start a new era of green construction. We might not be able to bring a stop to plastic production right now, but we can eliminate its effect by our PlastiBrick initiative. Our main motto is to protect the environment from plastic pollution. As we are not selling a product, we are making a change. Thank you.
Good job. Okay. I didn't give any directions to you judges this time, so you just have to jump in.
Thank you for, again, a wonderful presentation. Thank you. And I love the concept of what you're doing to recycle plastic. I guess my question is, have you done any, do you have any prototypes, or have you done any, like, do you have any test bricks that you've tried out to see if, to see what works and what doesn't? Or if you don't have any prototypes or test bricks, do you have any plans to make any?
Well, actually, we are in contact with expert physicists and chemists in this field, and we are trying to make this work in real life, as it does work in theory, but we are also having more experiment to build a plastic brick. So it is in our plan. Although it is in our plan, we don't currently have a prototype.
Yep, cool. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your presentation. Recycling materials and reusing them is I think it's a priority. It's not an option anymore. My question is, like, what plastic materials are you focusing on? What resins, or is it going to be a mixture or you want to focus on
Well,
specific plastics?
well, we don't really have a choice to choose any kind of plastic because we are trying to eliminate plastic pollution. So any type of plastic really works for our plastic brick. There's no any certain type of plastic that only works for this.
Thanks for the answer.
Hi there. Great job on the presentation. There's definitely a need for this. My question is, so does the plastic need to be broken down before it gets mixed? And what does that look like? Obviously you can't just take a plastic bag and throw it in your mixture. Like, how does that work? How do you, what's the process?
So first of all, we collect the plastic and then we shred it into tiny pieces of microplastic, and then we mix it with other materials.
Okay. And do you know how, have you looked at how much making a traditional brick is versus yours? Is it similar in cost or a lot different? Can you talk to that, please?
It is also mentioned in our journal. We have calculated how much it cost for us to make a single brick, and it is way cheaper than the traditional bricks.
Than the current bricks, it's cheaper.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, good for you. All right, well, thank you. That's my question.
And do any of the other judges have questions? We have about a minute and a half left.
I have another question.
Oh, sorry. Go, sure.
Oh, thanks. Why do you choose like bricks, and why not slabs or sheets or other form factors that could permit other uses?
Well, this is because bricks can be used to build like buildings, and we can also use it on rural areas to build homes, and it can be used for different purposes. Like we can use it to build bridges and home, as it has more variety of multiple application that we can do from brick.
I understand. Thank you.
Any other questions from the judges?
Yeah, I have one more question. Are there any similar products on the marketplace, like products used in construction that use recycled plastic as a base element?
Well, we have also found many other bricks that are very similar to us, but the difference is they melt the plastic, which we think is a little dangerous comparing to shredding it. And we have a very different procedure to making plastic brick, and it is also really cheaper than other plastic bricks, as we have compared our price with them. And well, the procedure is really different, and our plastic brick is more durable because we air dry it more than baking it, and our procedure really makes it more easier to use and durable for the long time.
Okay, we're
It is
gonna have
also
to
very-
stop. I'm sorry, go ahead and finish your thought.
Okay, I was just saying it is also very weather resistant. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
good. Thank you very much. And we are on to equality. And as soon as your presentation is ready to go, I'll start your timer.
Sounds good. All right. Are you able to see my screen?
We can. Looks good.
Thank you. Okay, picture this. It's a hot, sunny day. You're eager for a refreshing swim at your local lake, but upon arrival, you find it covered with green algae. Now, would you dive in? But I'm sure most would say no. This is one of the many negative effects of harmful algal blooms. I've lived near waters like Lake Erie and seen these algal blooms firsthand, making them undrinkable and unswimmable. Annually, these blooms cost $17 billion in terms of damages. And here's the catch. Monitoring them is a challenge, as each water body is unique and a unique approach to treating algal blooms is required due to differing biological and water quality properties. Well, I'm Srenia Nandapuntala, the CEO and founder of Equality. And my company provides monitoring, detection, and confident decision-making for algal bloom prevention. As a solution, I designed Equality. It uses an aquatic robot that gathers data, which is tethered to shore in a location that the user chooses it should be in. Now, this robot remains in a fixed position, which is chosen for optimal algae monitoring and is powered with a solar panel. Then this data is sent hourly to a web application. The web app provides data visualization, predictions for future algal bloom risk, and recommends treatment plans. Users can also visit our global database to see other algae Equality collected data on our map tab, where I've connected with sponsors such as the Stroud Water Research Center to democratize on monitoring. Here you can already see 7 other locations I have tested Equality in. Equality is the outcome of years of research and refinements. It's been through iterations, and it's backed by award-winning research with Auburn University and the National Science Foundation. Equality will be selling our aquatic robots off of Amazon to make the product easily available globally. Equality will be presenting at conferences and trade shows to directly connect with aquaculture farmers and water management agencies. We'll be using pay-per-click campaigns through social media and networking through word of mouth. These advertising campaigns are extremely useful in kickstarting our growth process. Our primary customers will be aquaculture farmers, followed by governmental water quality monitoring organizations. Now, the reason why both of these primary and secondary markets are organizations is we'd like to focus our marketing pursuits on business-to-business orientation that will likely generate the most recurring revenue. Lastly, our tertiary market are property managers. I'm also looking to introduce Equality to high school students for education.
30 seconds.
I've connected with 30 potential customers like aquaculture farmers, water managers, and partnerships with top water monitoring companies like Xylem and the Water Environmental Federation helps Equality continue to grow. So what makes Equality stand out? Well, it's cost effective, portable, and offers deep data analysis. It's lightweight at only 2 pounds and 5% the cost of our competitors. Plus, I'm expanding on making monitoring soil and water quality. Thank you for listening, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Good timing. All right, it's open to the judges, whoever would like to start.
I have a question. Yeah, so you've approached these organisations who may be interested in it. What sort of feedback have you got from the organisations about whether they would use it, or what sort of feedback have you got from the organisations you've spoken to?
Wonderful question, because that's extremely important in entrepreneurship. So I've connected with aquaculture farmers directly to hear how this product would be used in their farms, and they've provided positive feedback saying that this is cheap, it's extremely easy for them to use, and if it works well, which I've tested it does, then that'll help them predict these algal blooms and prevent the loss of fish. In terms of water property managers, this will reduce the amount of time they have to spend on figuring out what remediation plan to take, because this will help give them suggestions for how to do that.
Oh, thank you. What great feedback. Thank you.
Great job. I have a question. So once you identify the algae, because you're doing all this monitoring, what happens after that?
Sure. So with the robot, it's identifying the algae, like you said, looking at other environmental parameters like the amount of oxygen in the water and the pH. Based on these properties, it predicts when approximately in like 2 weeks or so, an algal bloom will occur. Moreover, there's another algorithm that uses the data for this specific water body with inputs from the water managers about what kind of water system it is, what its uses are, et cetera, in order to predict what or suggest what the best possible treatment is. And the robot itself, the system does not treat for the water managers. Instead, it provides them with a proactive way to treat for themselves, as they know their water system better than any like robotic system could.
Thanks for your presentation and sharing of ideas. I mean, I understand and I know from your documentation and past presentations that you have gone over several iterations to develop the current prototype. My question is not about that process. My question is, what do you consider to be the most important contribution to you in doing this project? What is that thing that you have learned, and what ideas does it trigger?
Absolutely. So the most impactful or contributional thing that I've learned while doing this project is, in fact, the process of speaking to the customers and getting feedback on what they would like to have improved. For example, currently this current version of the prototype is kind of ugly looking, and the customer wants something that's a little more sleek. So taking that into consideration for my future, what I'm working on right now, refining the product, learning that it's extremely important to connect with the customer and understand exactly what they want has been the best contribution. Is the only way, as this product is for them and it's to help them. So learning from them is the best way to get what they want.
Thank you.
Any more questions from the judges?
Yeah, I have one more. So to me, the problem seems to be the gathering of the data in an economical way. And that's one of the things that your product solves for the end user. Plus, it also gives them like a prediction so they can know when to add what they need to go. And that's another feature. Are there any other, well, actually you've said that there are other products that may do this, but to me, the real advantage of yours is yours does what the other products do, but in an extremely economical way that most people can afford. Would that kind of be really like the key things to what you're doing?
Absolutely. I'd also like to add I've done like a product analysis comparing this product in comparison to the other competitors in the market right now. And yes, as you mentioned, one of the biggest competitive advantages of equality is the economical standpoint. In addition, the algorithm that predicts the best kind of treatment that they to use was based off of some past research I had done at Auburn University, where I conducted a meta-analysis looking at the various kinds of treatments, their effects on various algal water systems across the world. So using that database, I've created an algorithm to help them predict. So that's something that didn't exist before as well.
Wow, sounds like you got something that is truly valuable to people. Like it really is a valuable tool for people, and most people can afford it.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Thank you.
And that's the timer. Good timing. Perfect. Well done. And let's move on then to Green Soil Plus.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. Hello, I'll wait and start the timer as soon as you're ready to go with your presentation. We can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Hello everyone. Today we'll introduce our product, the Green Soil Plus, a biofertilizer for soil carbon sequestration. Over the past century, carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere have increased more than 39%, and corresponding to an increase in global temperature by 0.8 centigrade. It is predicted that there will be an even bigger increase in global emissions by 2030. To tackle the continuously increasing emissions, carbon sequestration, which is the process of capturing and storing atmospheric carbon dioxide in plant biomass, has become a critical topic of discussion in recent years. However, current technologies have demonstrated to be lacking in either efficiency or cost. To address these challenges, we propose to promote the soil microbe interactions with a new biofertilizer containing fungi, bacteria, and nutrients to improve carbon sequestration in the plants.
So to begin with, nutrients are a necessity in our product because they're able to enhance photosynthesis, which enables the plant to sequester more organic carbon into soil. As for microorganisms, they break down the organic carbon compounds transported to the soil and transform them into organic matter that can be stored in the soil for long periods of time. Therefore, microorganisms enhance nutrient absorption for roots, which in turn provides them with more organic carbon to break down. That being said, two microorganisms, arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi and plant growth promoting rhizobacteria, have been known as beneficial organisms for plant carbon sequestration by enhancing plant nutrient uptake and soil quality. We believe that a mixture of them will contribute to more effective capture and storage of atmospheric carbon dioxide. In addition to that, the product will also contain 5% nitrogen, 20% phosphorus, and 20% potassium by weight. This particular combination of ingredients will be the most beneficial for promoting plant carbon sequestration for the following reasons.
First, phosphorus for root development, potassium for water uptake and stone metal regulation. Second, more soil organic carbon sequence. Third, more carbon intake. Fourth, and finally, enhanced microbes. This approach will allow the plant to allocate resources effectively for various growth process while maintaining essential health. Apart from this, it is also necessary to add a minor amount of chemical compound to the product. This will not only adjust soil pH, but also allow the product to be stored for a longer period of time. Thank you.
Have you completed your presentation?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. All right, let's open it up to the judges then.
I'm happy to go first. Thanks again for, it's a great presentation. Thank you. I guess my question is that what sort of research and testing have you done to kind of develop it so you have a product that actually does what you say it's going to do, or to show people, this actually works?
Yep, so right now we don't have like a prototype out, but for like background research, mycorrhizal fungi and rhizobacteria, they're long known to have like very beneficial effects on improving plant like carbon uptake and etc. But there hasn't been like a study that explores the possibility of combining them together and using that to promote carbon sequestration. And then we kind of research into if it's possible to combine these. And then our results told us that like they have a very similar growth condition from soil pH, temperature, and nutrients required, etc. And that makes us theorize that it's possible for them to be mixed together. And then as for future plans, we are currently like developing our procedure for experiment, and we have already gotten a lab to collaborate with us. So we will be doing the actual experiments like in a week or 2 weeks or so. Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
Great job on the presentation. I do have a question. So is there specific plants that this would be for, or any plant? Could you clarify that? Would it be used for trees? Is it just for plants? Where would this be used?
Yeah, so the main ingredients, mycorrhizal fungi and rhizobacteria, they are compatible with 80% of all plants, but then for like the other 20%, like they might have some harmful effects. So then based on what we research, the mixture of these two microorganisms will work on most plants, like as what I just said, like 80%. And we will like indicate the plants that like that you shouldn't apply these on the packaging of the product. Yeah.
And are you envisioning this for outdoor plants, like in a forest, or like replanting trees? If you had your perfect plant or tree to use it with, what would that kind of be?
Yeah, so we believe that like our fertilizer will like have a maximized benefit when it's used like outdoors or like in community gardens and forests, because when you like use them indoors, like maybe like a single plant, like by improving the carbon sequestration of single plant, there probably wouldn't be a very like visible effect on like capturing the atmospheric carbon dioxide. So once we apply it to like a community garden or like a forest or like a agriculture, then there will be like a actual effect that you can see and like tell for like reducing the carbon and like carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks for sharing your ideas, guys. Definitely carbon sequestration technologies is a field that we should also prioritize. My question is, this product that you're thinking of has like microorganisms and its own ecosystem. Do you think it is going to have like special conditions to be kept on, or an expiration date, or do you think it can be stored for very long terms without losing its properties?
Yep. So for that, we purposely added like some chemical compounds to the product. So this will like basically adjust the soil pH and then soil structure, and then that will allow the product to be stored for a longer period of time and can be like used on various plants on like living in various conditions. But we have not determined the exact compounds yet because we're gonna do that in the experiment we're gonna be starting soon. And yeah, we look forward to figuring that out.
We have about 20 seconds left. Is there anything else your team would like to say before we move on?
Yep. So I just wanted to mention like how like the feasibility of this idea. So we did send out a survey on the internet asking for like public's opinions on like the fertilizer, and we collected 210 responses in total, with over 90% of people willing to support such a product out of less than 50% like actually having edge about what biofertilizers are. And I believe this demonstrates like an overall like public positivity about the idea, and that will support our product. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Well done. Last but certainly not least, we're moving on to the natural suture materials for superficial surgical incisional. That's a lot of title. I'll start your timer as soon as you guys are ready with your presentation.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
We can. Do you want to put it in presenter mode? There you go. Perfect.
Hello everyone, I'm Kitinandesha.
Hello, I'm Pisut Teblaor. We are from Pisanopedia from School, Thailand, and we're proud to present our innovation, the natural sutures materials for superficial surgical incisional. Suture is a medical device used to whole body tissue together and approximate wound edges from injury surgery. The method of disposing of synthetic sutures is by incineration, which affects the environment and also cause irritation and have a memory packaging problem. As for natural sutures, the risk of infection is quite high. Based on this problem, we came up with an idea to make the suture threads that are environmentally friendly and safe for the user by using local natural materials such as scissors and leaf sheet or banana tree. And we also coated with bergamot extract that has antibacterial potential.
First, we scrape all the fiber from the sisal and leaf sheet or banana trees and divide them into 3 sets. Set 1, hemicellulose removal. Set 2, both hemicellulose and lignin removal. And set 3, lignin removal. It was found that plant fiber is removed, both hemicellulose and lignin are the most suitable to develop into the suture thread. Then we soak them in different concentrations of bergamot extract. We found that 1,700 micrograms per milliliter of bergamot extract had the highest antibacterial efficiency. However, the plant fiber is too small to use on our skin, so we coat them with a chitosan solution, making the properties of the plant fiber suture threads meet the USP standard. Moreover, the nozzleability remains strong and not loosened.
Okay. Our plant fiber suture threads are used for the superficial wound with a depth of approximately 2 millimeters, with 3/8 circle curve suture needles for a simple skin suturing method.
The impact. Our suture thread had the percentage of elongation higher than the commercial suture, making them not easier to baking during use. Our suture had the tensile state diameter meet the USP standard, like they are safe and excellent stability. Therefore, is suitable for medical use. Moreover, it can biodegradable without causing the pollution, and it can generate additional income for farmer.
30 seconds.
Here is the timeline of our project. In the future, we have planned to take the toxicity test and packaging design. Thanks for your attention.
Wonderful. Great presentation. Thank you very much. And the judges may get started.
Thanks for your presentation. I think it's a great idea. Myself, I found that I'm kind of not take synthetic sutures very good. So one of these options could be a very good solution to many patients like me. So you chose, if I understood correctly, a mixture of sisal fiber with banana fibers.
Yes.
And then you do a treatment with bergamot extract in ethanol to
we
give it
coat
like a
the
texture.
sutures with
Explain that.
bergamot extract.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So could you explain why do you choose this this particular process and materials?
First of all, we choose these fibers because these two plants are easily found in our hometown, especially banana trees. Here in Pisnulog, a lot of farmers plant a lot of bananas, and I think this will give us a lot of advantage for the cost. And for bergamot, we found that in the bergamot pills have some chemicals called citric acids that could make the pH of the bacteria lower and also kill the bacteria.
Very good. Thank you. Very interesting.
Great job on your presentation. My question is, you said that sutures, so when they're done being used, they're collected in a special container and then they go to incineration? And did you do any research about how much pollution that provides? Like,
yes, we found that there's about 1,750 tons of the years is about this incineration of the medical waste. So that's a lot.
okay, great. And is there less skin irritation is what you're thinking with this than the synthetic?
Again, please.
If sometimes, do you know what an allergy is? Sometimes people's skin doesn't take well, back to what the other judge mentioned. Do you feel that based on your research there would be less skin issues with this?
Yes,
because it's natural versus the other?
Because the surgical sutures are like it's made from nylon, which is like one kind of plastic, and a lot of people's allergic and have irritation tissues for this. And
Okay.
from the research, we found that the natural sutures can have a less problem on this. And also we have planned to text about this topic too.
Okay, great job. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for such a wonderful presentation. Thank you. The couple of questions I have is that who do you think would sell your product for you? Like how would you get it out into the medical industry?
How do you mean, like the customer for our product?
Your customer, like obviously people like myself who cut themselves are the customer, but who would you sell the product to? Who would be your customer?
I think it will be like all the hospital around the world, or like the pharmacy, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because like
And
this kind of suture is used for the patient in the hospital and need to done by the doctor.
all right, thank you. Thank you. So have you done any like testing? Like what sort of testing have you done with your research so far? Or what do you propose to? What's the testing you propose to do?
Like in the future or now? Or like what we have done?
Well, yeah. What's your next step with your testing, like so that you can actually get to try it out on people, so you can prove your concept?
Yes, we want to taste the toxicities on the people and also on the animal too. And also like design the packaging, and we want to send our suture trait to like the organizer to taste that we have a really great potential to meet the standard and ready for use.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very
Okay.
much for that.
Okay.
And that ends it for the time for us. So thank you very much for that presentation. It was wonderful. And I just want to say to all presenters today, excuse me, team, could you close your presentation so we could see everybody again?
Thank you.
Thank you. To all presenters here, I want to thank you very much for your time this evening, for sharing with us, and congratulations on making it all the way up to the Global Innovation Challenge. And we look forward to watching your work and, being able to tell people later that we met those kids that showed these projects when you get rich and famous, or just well known for the wonderful work you do. In a few minutes, the judges and I will leave and we'll go deliberate off in a different Zoom meeting. And I just want to remind you that on October 22nd, there'll be an awards ceremony. It'll be a virtual ceremony, so everybody will be able to tune into that. And you'll get more information in email about that, as well as it'll be on the eventfuture.global website. So we've got about 3 minutes. Judges, do you have any parting words?
I'll start. Congratulations to all of you. Great ideas. A lot of work went into it. Really some great game-changing, world changing ideas. So congratulations. Keep going. You still have more steps to do, but don't give up. And like Julie said, I can't wait to see what you all do. We're very lucky to have been on this presentation today. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you everyone for sharing your ideas with us. I feel very privileged to be part of this and listen to your ideas and your enthusiasm for what you've got, and your enthusiasm to make a difference to the world that we live in, because I think that the world needs more people like that, and particularly younger people like yourself who have this excitement about making changes for the good, and making changes that help us all out. So I just thank you for sharing everything with us, and I'm sure that as you have your successes along the way, you deserve every success that you have. So thank you.
Yeah, I want to say that a very common phrase that I've been listening to since I was a kid was like, the future is in the hands of the young ones. And I think that never like before, this is true. And look at your projects. All of them have to do with making the world a better place, or having a better life quality. So I feel confident that with ideas and people like you, this might be true once for all. So thank you.
Wonderful job, everybody. Thank you very much.